Many people have low libido on TRT, and I will break it down why. At the end, I will give you a couple of actionable steps about how to fix it and what you can do about it. So the first problem is that you have been sold on the lie that libido is only coming from testosterone, and if your testosterone levels will be super high, then your libido will be super high also, and you will have the sexual desire all the time, and you will not have problems around erections. Meanwhile, there are many more other things that matters as far as having a great libido, great sex drive. So the problem is that your testosterone levels may be high, but other hormones and other biomarkers are ignored completely. So the first thing when it comes to libido is your lifestyle. So maybe you are not sleeping enough, maybe you are not active enough, maybe you are not fit enough. If you are not going to the gym, if you are not exercising, if you are not moving, you are just staying on testosterone and you are not really doing anything as far as activities, then I would say your libido will not be super high, especially if your sleep is off. If you are sleeping 4 or 5 hours, then it will be really hard to get a great libido because overall your body will just feel tired and fatigued. The second thing is diet. Diet is also very important as far as libido. If you are in a nutrient deprived state, when you are trying to cut all the time and you are just lowering and lowering the calories all the time, you are not eating enough protein, you are not eating enough fats, then it's also quite hard to get a great libido. In the world of the animals, the breeding season is always at the same time when animals have the most amount of food, because sexual activity is really something that requires a lot of calories and nutrients. So if you don't provide the sufficient amounts of calories and nutrients for your body, you will be in starvation mode basically, and when your body is thinking that it will die because there is not enough food, sex will not be the first priority for it. Also, when it comes to nutrition, it's not only about macronutrients intake, it's also very important to provide the body with sufficient micronutrients like zinc, selenium, magnesium, iron, copper, B vitamins, and sufficient amounts of antioxidants. The third thing, which can be tied to also lifestyle, is alcohol and recreational drugs. Alcohol and recreational drugs will have a major hit on your libido. So let's say you are on TRT, your testosterone levels are super high and your hormones are also okay, but you are drinking every day, your libido will be significantly reduced. And recreational drugs also have this effect because they influence dopamine levels in the brain. Dopamine is also something that is very important for libido. If you have lower dopamine, it means that your prolactin levels are also higher. And if you have higher prolactin levels, then your libido will be off and it can even give you erectile dysfunction. Prolactin is a hormone that's getting released in men after having an ejaculation. So it's basically a hormone that is turning off sexual desire in the man's brain. The fifth thing is body fat. So too much body fat in general is inflammatory. So your inflammation markers will be higher and your estradiol and SHBG will be higher also, which I will be talking about at the end. So without going into too much detail, high body fat will mess up the hormonal balance of your whole body. And even though if you are taking enough testosterone, your estradiol levels will be higher than what it would be if you would have lower body fat levels. Too high estradiol can interrupt with libido, so it can make your sexual desire a little bit less than normally. It can also bring up SHBG levels, which is a protein that is binding up testosterone and making it unavailable for the body to use. And here we are coming to the last point. If you think that your lifestyle is okay, your diet is okay, your micronutrient intake is okay, but you don't have proper blood work done, then test for these 5 markers: estradiol, SHBG, DHEA, pregnenolone, and progesterone, and find out what levels each of these hormones you have in your blood, and then join to my free school community post the result, and I will give you my analysis about what I think the problem can be, and I will give you the actionable steps about how to fix the problems.